Grace Bruton, Shoes Town Lady, owned by Margaret Maloney from Cashel, and Downey's Dow. She's in the white for Gary Hoy from Newry in County Down. They're away from slips, and it's on the near side, Shoes Town Lady, just with the advantage from Downey's Dow as they climb up to the first turn, and still very little between them. They're locked together, Shoes Town Lady and Downey's Dow, but Shoes Town just gaining the upper hand when it seems to matter the most. A long slip right up at the top of the field, and coming back was Downey's Dow, but Shoes Town Lady. Children Jenny representing G. Rotherham, Thurles and J. Spindler from Suffolk, and up they come in the red. Lone Highland in the white is Children Jenny, and it's Children Jenny by a length at the foot of the hill, and beginning to breast the rise is Children Jenny, beginning to open up a couple of lengths advantage over Lone Highland. First turn now about to come up, and Children Jenny is still there in front, and a very long slip. Lone Highland has come back, judged there. White, owned, trained and bred by Dermot O'Sullivan from Kinsale Road in Cork, and they get the slip. Red collar Castle Gold, and the white is Vacuum Runaway, and it's Vacuum Runaway by a length and a half. Up the hill they come, Vacuum Runaway from Castle Gold, and they're still a good length and a half. Made that 2 lengths now at the first turn. Vacuum Runaway. Owned, trained and bred by Dermot O'Sullivan, Kinsale Road in Cork. Brindled Ellie McKelliget Tralee, and in the white is Cuevas Cindy, owned by Catherine Mee Kilfinnan and Anya O'Connor from Ballyhigh. Cuevas Cindy trained by Tom O'Connor. They're away from slips. Ballymac Frankie just has got the edge from Cuevas Cindy, but there's not much between them as they begin to make the climb, and now Cuevas is getting on top, heading up to the first turn and beginning to stretch on clear. Cuevas Cindy putting up a very impressive performance here, and this is the final course in the first round of the Grace Bruton, and putting right away upfield. Memorial Champion Bitch Stakes in the red, Shoes Town Lady, owned by Mark Maloney from Ballytarsna in Cashel, and Lone Highland for the bronze bookmaker syndicate care of Billy Keane from Listowel, and it's Lone Highland on the far side that leads by a length, climbing out of the dip. Lone Highland from Shoes Town, who's closed on the far side now. They're heading up to the first turn, but still Lone Highland just in front, but here comes on the far side Shoes Town Lady. Lone Highland taking a very nasty fall there at the turn, and appears to be injured. Kilfinnan and Anya O'Connor from Ballyhigh. Cuevas Cindy trained by Tom O'Connor and about to be released from Tom Murphy or Slipper. They're away. Red collar Vacuum Runaway. In the white is Cuevas Cindy, and it's Vacuum Runaway beginning to cut loose now over Cuevas Cindy as they make the running up towards the first turn. It's Vacuum Runaway from Cuevas Cindy, who's closing with every stride on the far side. The first turn's coming up, and Cuevas Cindy has worn down Vacuum Runaway. Cuevas Cindy showing real battling qualities there, and she's going to meet Margaret Maloney from Cashel, trained by Margaret too, bred by John Ryan, and Cuevas Cindy for Catherine Mee from Kilfinnan, and Anya O'Connor from Ballyhigh, trained by Tom O'Connor and bred by Richard and Newell and Me. Up they come, and there's nothing between them at the foot of the hill and climbing, and now Cuevas Cindy beginning to get on top, climbing up to the first turn, breasting the rise all the time, and Cuevas Cindy is drawing further and further clear. There'll be plenty of celebrations in Kilfinnan and Ballyhigh as Cuevas Cindy has won the Grace Bruton Memorial Champion Bitch Stakes in impressive fashion indeed for Catherine Mee from Kilfinnan and Anya O'Connor and Ballyhigh. Tom O'Connor, the trainer of this daughter of Hilltown and Cuevas Dilemma, trained by Richard and Newell and Me.